Attorney General of Missouri has filed a lawsuit against the administration. He wants documents related to migrant flights into his state. Missouri Attorney General Andrew Bailey joins me now. Mr. Attorney General, what do you want to know about these migrant flights? What's in the documents that you want to see?
Well, border czar Kamala Harris owes the people of Missouri an explanation as to just how many criminal aliens her government has trafficked into our state. We know that there's been reports by the Center of Immigration Studies and a House committee that have confirmed 45 airports are being used by federal officials to traffic these illegal aliens, and 2 of them are here in the state of Missouri. We know that there's been more than 1,100 reported incidences of human trafficking through this state, more than 1,500 fentanyl deaths. Those are harms directly attributable to the Biden invasion, for which border czar Kamala Harris is directly responsible. So the government owes us answers as to why they're bringing illegal aliens into Missouri communities and making this state less safe.
Well, once you find out why they're bringing in and how many they're bringing in, what are you going to do about it?
Well, we're going to file a lawsuit. It is a felony offense in the state of Missouri to knowingly transport illegal aliens into or through the state. Again, that's an anti-human trafficking measure. This is about protecting the people of the state of Missouri and preventing humans from being trafficked into our state, not to mention the fentanyl crisis that, again, more than 1,500 deaths directly attributable to the open border and these failed border policies under border czar Kamala Harris.
Meta and Google have both been accused of censoring Donald Trump's iconic photo. That's where he's got his fist in the air after the assassination attempt. Trump is urging his supporters to go after the 2 companies because of this censorship. Mr. Attorney General, Meta has apologized for censoring, but I want to know, how come this only seems to happen to Republicans?
Well, it's because there's a bias within the big tech oligarchy. They are protected by Section 230 of the Communications Decency Act, which they use as both a sword and a shield. It's a shield in the sense that it shields them from civil liability, but it's a sword in the sense that it authorizes them to censor speech. At the end of the day, these companies are changing American culture in dangerous ways, and Missouri's looking at this issue from a consumer protection angle and is ready to take action to stop the censorship and allow the people to have access to the information uncensored.
What we're really talking about here is content moderation. How do you do that in a fair and balanced way?
Yeah, that's right. It can't be done in a fair and balanced way. The remedy for disfavored speech in this country has always been counter speech, not censorship. And I would submit to you that the censorship going on in the big tech oligarchy is more dangerous than at any point in human history. When King George shut down a printing press, the world knew he had done it, and he was only silencing written speech. But here, it's clandestine. If you're shadow banned, deplatformed, de-emphasized, not only is the speaker not going to know, but the listeners may never know, and it's multi-dimensional communications that's being suppressed and censored.
Mr. Attorney General, thank you very much for joining us this morning. Always appreciated. See you again soon. Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir.